My name is Glenn DeBaremaker. I'm the Toronto Councillor for Scarborough Centre. I've been a City Councillor for 13 years now. I'm going into my 14th year. And before that, I worked for a City Councillor, this old City of Scarborough's budget chief, for 9 years. So 13 years elected and 9 years as a staff inside the building. I guess I chose this career by accident. I went to Scarborough campus U of T. If somebody had said to me when I was 20 years old, someday you'll become a city councillor and deputy mayor of the city of Toronto and in charge of a $3.5 billion subway project and the Toronto City tree advocate, I would just laugh and say, look, I go dancing, I play volleyball, I play sports, I work out. I'm not interested in all that stuff. But just my journey in life, as soon as I graduated from university, I went to Ethiopia as a volunteer for 6 months, and it was a great experience for me. When I came back to Canada, I got involved with a group called Save the Rouge Valley System. I sort of worked off and on for them as a student. I think I was about 27 years old, and I hand drew the boundaries of the back then there wasn't a park, but I proposed a Rouge Valley National Park in my 20s. Got involved in that, and I very quickly realized we're destroying this planet, we're destroying the earth, we're destroying wetlands and forests and rivers and lakes and the air we breathe because either nobody cares or people are knowingly chopping down forests to build urban sprawl for money. So I quickly realized that if you want to protect the environment and you want to make people's lives better in other ways too, you got to get involved in politics. The developers in the Scarborough City Centre made a proposal to cut down this magnificent woodlot right at the Scarborough City Centre, now known as Frankville Bear Woodlot, but back then it was just a woodlot. Nobody had named it, hadn't been named for anybody yet. So I just went, what? This is, Europe has its cathedrals, these massive things of beauty. We had this woodlot in Scarborough that somehow was saved from all the woodcutters and the farmers and the bulldozers and the highways. We had this magnificent woodlot right at our city center. To me, it was a source of pride to say, this is what Scarborough's like. Scarborough's not like downtown Toronto. We're different than downtown Toronto. What makes us wonderful is the Rouge Valley in the east, the Scarborough Bluffs in the south, and this beautiful woodlot in the middle of our city that's surrounded by urban sprawl. Is it worth the money to build the Scarborough subway? I will say yes, 1,000 times yes. There's 620,000 people living in Scarborough. We've all got to get to work just like everybody else. We've all got to get downtown Toronto just like everybody else. So if our subway station had been built 50 or 60 years ago, like in downtown Toronto, the subway would have cost less. But Scarborough is the last in line. We are the worst serviced part of the city of Toronto in terms of transit by far. 13 years ago I ran, I won, I was a lobbyist before I got elected for the environment. Now, 13 years later, I'm still a lobbyist, except my bum is in a chair at Toronto City Council that has a $12 billion a year budget, so I'm still an advocate. I fight like a Tasmanian devil to protect the environment, to help children, you name it, like all the good things that I believe in, including labor and making sure people get a decent wage, get a pension plan and a dental plan. I'm now, as a city councillor, able to represent my community and protect it, and I haven't wasted a single day in 13 years.